Let's go kill a Glockus.
Glockus feel.
Yeah. When I think of Glockus, I think of Glockus winged gulls. They're very similar to
What?
those. So, seagulls. There are many different types of seagulls. Did you know this?
I mean, I guess I did. I knew it in the sense that I never think about it, but it makes sense.
What I will say is, we have a very specific type of gull here in Vancouver, called an Olympic gull. They're their own particular species that happens to be here. But one of the facts about them is that they are very similar to a species called the Glockus winged gull. And so Ash and I will constantly be like, "That's a Glockus" whenever we see a seagull. Even if
So is that a Glockus?
Yeah, it's about what it's like. I hate when this guy steals my fries. Though, like, what can you do about it? I mean, look at him.
Yeah, he's gonna get those fries. Or he's gonna die trying.
My hope is the die trying one. Do I have a choice?
I think... Oh, interesting. Okay. Do you have a plan for him? Because I think I just noticed his pattern.
These pattern changes as he speaks for him.
Yes.
What is his... What
There's
do you
like
noticing about his pattern?
There's a really good moment to deal a ton of damage.
It's after he does that attack I hate. The problem is getting...
Yes.
Because
fair.
he
All
leaves
right,
behind
yeah.
a bunch of stuff that sucks.
That's true, it does suck.
Like you see, sometimes he's standing in it.
So in terms of... Wow, that was lucky.
That was very lucky. That was stupid. I will say, some of these are not lucky, some of these are planned. That one was stupid. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. Trying to avoid those big bubble ones is deeply frustrating. Okay. I need to be treating this carefully. This one. Okay. Treat this carefully. Be smart about it. Use the grapple. The grapple is good.
One try at a time. That's how it goes. You could also probably run past all the enemies.
I could, but I don't want to accidentally take damage.
Nice.
Especially because that's where I have to grab it. It's close to it.
And I guess it's not that bad of a run back.
It's actually not.
That's
I thought
it,
was worse.
Yeah.
See, like, I can't get through him like that. I know I can try and manipulate where he goes, but it's a little bit tricky to do.
Right, you're like in the middle of combat. Yeah, I get it.
Again, he does more and more, and they get more powerful.
Yeah.
Like with that attack, he does 3, which actually makes it a little easier to
You
hit.
could shoot him at that point.
That's a good call. Button. Oh, no, it is cool.
And they last a lot longer.
Yeah. I thought he was doing another attack. Fuck. That's
Closer.
Very, yeah.
Further and
closer.
further.
See, that's what I was worried about.
Oh.
That's exactly what I was worried about. That's why I wasn't trying to just run past them. I'm just gonna go...
Okay.
Can I even restart?
Talking about Cam a lot tonight, and one thing Cam is doing is a deathless Lies of P run.
Fascinating. That
Yeah,
sounds
is
hellish.
like yes. She was training, and like this week I missed the stream. I missed half the stream this week. But she had so many like embarrassing, like true for her, like she fully was like so embarrassed. She was like, I'm just restarting. Because like right now she's just in the planning phase of like, all right, take notes. But she wasn't taking notes. And when I finally joined in the like the last half of the stream, I was like, did you note it down? Did you note it down? Take notes, take notes. Otherwise you're just gonna be guessing next time. So she then went off and in her own time has now made an entire route.
Hell yeah, love that.
And I'm like, this was a thing you set out for yourself. I will bully you into succeeding.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Have I updated you on my shiny hunt progress? I'm gonna get everything
Did you
shiny
get
in the world.
the
Poiple?
world?
Nope. Poiple not going great.
Poiple's still happening.
Poiple
Okay.
at 5,000 and something encounters currently. Not going super well.
Great.
But I got Solgaleo, which is one of the things I was hunting for. Was my second to last Dynamax Adventure one. The last one's Zygarde, and Zygarde's gonna be an absolute nightmare. So I'm not doing it yet. I'll do that later. Maybe I'll bring together a team of Pokemon players or something. see. But for now, I'm focused on other things. Anyway, Sol Galeo I got after 119 encounters with 1 in 100 odds in Dynamite adventures. I found a good route, and I found a way to save that route. So I just kept using that route. Pretty fun, pretty good, pretty well, I'd say. Fuck off! Ah, that sucks. So now that I've done that, I like to have with the Poiple one because there's like quite a few breaks in between getting to encounters. I like to have another one going at the same time on the Switch. And I've decided to set out just to do like the hardest one of the hardest ones you could possibly do on the Switch, which is Arceus in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Oh.
So you can only do this hunt if you got the specific item when it was available. The specific item was available because of having this Arceus thing on your Switch. It's 1 in 4,000. It can't be impacted by the Shiny Charm. And it has just like a super long, like essentially encounter cutscene you have to get through to do an encounter. Like it's gonna be like it's like one encounter every like I think it's like 2 encounters a minute or something like that. Like it's very slow. When you think about the fact that it's 1 in 4,000. So, it's going to be interesting. At the beginning of the year, I put together my new Shiny Bingo, which I don't know if I've shown it to you yet. I've only put it on.
You have, yeah.
Yeah, I have, yeah. So I've been working on my I did manage to get in Legends EA, I did manage to get, maybe I mentioned I managed to get Trackman. Yeah, that went well. And so, yeah, I'm making progress, but it's gonna be slow. To go the other way. I just have to roll away. I can't stay. I like staying close. It feels less sketchy. Sometimes it's more sketchy.
There's more wind up on the big ones.
Yeah. Fuck, I hate that it moves me into it. It's really frustrating because it feels like there isn't a good way to control for that. Like, I just feel like if I'm attacking, I should stay still. Oh, Liz, when do I even get into attacking?
Oh god.
Fuck me. What was I supposed to do there?
It's kind of like Snake. You can't corner yourself with those.
The problem is it cornered me into that exact spot with a bunch of attacks previously.
Such is the fate of Snake.
Yeah. Snake always loses in the end.
Yeah.
I'm very good at deflecting those, I gotta say.
You have, yes.
Anyway, shiny hunting is fun. Have I told you about my Lego thing that I'm doing? Also, I'm trying to reconstruct Lego sets for my childhood.
Yes. Did you see the Lego Pokemon?
I did. They're very expensive. Those are very expensive.
That makes sense.
They're very expensive, and I'm gonna be honest, most of them don't look that great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think I personally think the starters, the Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur look pretty good. But
Yeah,
that's about
the one
it.
that's really expensive.
Yeah, that one
The
looks
most
good.
expensive one.
The crazy expensive one, yeah, absolutely. That one looks great. The Eevee looks okay.
It looks fine.
The Pikachu looks not good. It does not.
Yeah. You know what I miss? I miss Gen 1 Pikachu.
Well, have you seen that they're like using Gen 1 Pikachu again for their 30th anniversary thing?
Oh wait, really? Oh,
They
all right.
they released a whole thing where they're like, you know, oh, it's our 30th anniversary. We're announcing something in February, and the teaser started out with that Pikachu. I think it should actually be known.
Oh yeah. I just want my little guy. I don't want Ash's rat that talks.
Does Pikachu talk?
Hey, do you know the movie Notoriously where he speaks to Ash?
No, I've never watched most of the movies.
Great. It's sadly like a newer one is in like the 2015, I think, something like that. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Oh, you were talking Detective Pikachu.
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking one of the. It's like a remake of Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Oh, and he
Which was
talks in it?
unnecessary. And he talks in it, yeah.
That's what happens when you try and not get cornered by those. You get hurt anyway. Man, I think it's frustrating when the rules, when the size of the attacks are bigger than the rules, you know?
Oh boy, you're gonna fucking hate Dark Souls.
I just... It's tough because I feel like I'm reacting to what he's doing. I just can't. I'm just stuck, and there's nothing I can really do about that. And at that point, how is that, like, a test of skill? I understand what I'm talking about is the fact that I'm shit at positioning and, like, really bad at games, but, you know, I'm allowed to be.
You have a different. We were actually just talking about this in class the other day. Like, we had a whole lecture on what is fun, because games are one of the only like computer programming things where the point is like thinking about fun. Like, you don't think about what is fun when you're, you know, like making some sort of hardware, like unless it's a game, you know. And so we were like, basically we were put to the test of like, think about what category of fun our game is in, and I think, it wasn't even difficulty, that was the way it was said. It was like, challenge, is like,
I think
the
challenge...
ramp up of challenge is like there's a limit for you where it starts being fun.
I think it's like I need it to feel fair, and I also have very particular opinions on what feels fair.
What is fair? Yeah.
If I can't get out of if like the problem I have is when I feel like it is not accurately representing the hitboxes, or when I feel like the thing that I'm supposed to do and the like when it feels like it's punishing you for not even being greedy, but attacking at all. You know? I think it's more that just, like, I don't want it to take a million years. And particularly not when I'm screwed. And I recognize that that means I suck at things, but, like, that is,
I
like...
think it means that you want a different kind of game.
Sometimes. I like a lot of this game. I'm having fun. Mostly. But there's things that are just like, you know, like, it just feels sometimes like it's what is the game trying to tell you? What is the game trying to do versus, like, what is, you know, I don't know. I have all sorts of thoughts when I'm not fighting hard boss.
Yep, that's fair. I know I'm not saying a lot. I'm trying to give you space to concentrate. I've been watching a lot of, I guess no longer, but a lot of AGDQ where, like, when people are, like, in the zone, it's like, all right, everybody please, a moment of silence. I'm just like thinking about that.
Sometimes you just gotta accept that your stun is just not gonna do anything for you. It's just fucked up. Oh god, I don't like getting this mindset. I don't like when... Ugh. I don't like when something starts feeling like it is reflective of me if I can't do it. That's a little bit of the mindset I need to get. Except that the game...
Like, this is the game, yeah, totally. And there's, I will say, for me, actually, like, one of my teammates had a really good definition of, like, what fun is, that, like, I was like, you know what, you're right. Which is, like, it's, or, like, what is fun? It might have been. They said, as long as the game elicits an emotion, which was, like, to me, I was like, yeah, because I have been fully angry, real angry at a game. And then once I get past that, I'm like, that was great. Sometimes I just needed to get angry at the game. Because it's a game, it doesn't care if I'm angry at it.
But then, I don't know if I agree with that definition. Not because I don't think you can ever have fun getting angry at the game. I think I've definitely had fun. But I'm like a big... But I also think that there's a lot of games that elicit emotions. You know what elicited a lot of emotions for me, Claire? Sonic 06. I would not say I was always having fun. I would say I was often angry.
Yes, I think the idea is to if you can invoke the emotion that is intended.
That's fair. But, like, also within certain parameters. Like, is it fun if a game is, like, trying to make you mad by being offensive? And then you
being offensive? Oh, that feels different than, like, yeah, that feels...
No, I know. I'm saying you're right. That does feel different. I'm being a little bit of a dick about it.
Contrarian?
A little bit of a contrarian. I do think that often games do elicit emotions from you that are not just like joy or, you know, fun can also be getting mad at something.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I think that's very
for me, The reason I'm thinking about this is like there's a boss in Silk Song that I was on for. Well, there was one that was one of the easiest bosses. That was my kryptonite. I couldn't beat it. It was one of the easiest bosses. Everyone I knew first tried it. It took me 2 hours.
That's game sometimes, though. Yeah, that is fair.
And it's just like, I was like, why can I not do this? There we fucking go. A+. Hell yeah, let's go.
Alright, that was a good one.
And for anyone who's curious, it was the Savage Beastfly, which, if you know the Savage Beastfly, it's pathetic that I was bad on it because it's just a little bug. Oh, it's a big bug, but it's it's not. There isn't a lot of moving parts to it.
Now, when I get mad at myself playing games because I don't feel like I'm doing a good job at them, do you feel like when you say it's pathetic that I was bad at it, you were doing the same thing?
In this instance, no. I think I'm like amused at myself in this because it's like, I feel like everyone has their kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are bosses that I first tried that like other people didn't, and I think it's just like sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't. This is my viewing of like a boss as a puzzle. Also, this is skill rules. Where like the Beastfly, its whole thing is it flies around the screen and it's big, and that's it. It flies around the screen and it's big. That's the whole thing. It summons little bugs, but they're like bugs you can two-shot.
Yeah.
The other one that made me real mad, like real mad, not and then, you know, afterwards it was one of my favorite bosses, was oh, let me get the name right. Scar Singer Carmelita, which has one of my favorite songs in the game. The music is phenomenal. The concept is phenomenal. The setting is phenomenal. It's a hard fight. And the thing that bugged me, no pun intended, about it, is that you have to fight a whole arena before you get to the boss. So you have to fight 3 waves of enemies and then you get to the boss. And like, I got so good at those enemies that like I could basically do them without thinking. And I like got it down to a pattern, and then it becomes pattern matching. Like at the beginning, it's like I'm struggling against these, like, not even the boss. I'm like not consistently getting to the boss. By the end of it, I'm getting hitless to the boss.
Right.
And it's just, I have to like do this whole arena, which takes me about 2 minutes by the time I got really good at it, just to get back to the boss.
Yeah.
That was what frustrated me. Which is a large reason why I'm like not playing it again, because I kind of want to do speedruns of it. But I want the DLC where I can practice all the bosses immediately.
That's fair.
Even though like it is one of my favorite fights, it's so interesting. It is mechanically fascinating, and very like aerial. It's very like in the air, and I love a floaty boss.
Yeah.
So
I think that's super fair.
So for me, I think my point is like me getting real mad at a game is like, sometimes I come out of that being like, that was great.
Yeah, that's fair. I think for me, one of the things about games for me, and I think this is why it bothers me now more than it used to, is I feel like I have very limited amounts of time to play games. That's probably not actually reflective of reality. I could probably play so many games if I wanted to, and that's what I prioritize. But I feel like I have very limited amounts of time to play games, and so I feel like when I am spending more time on a game and I'm not having fun, and it's because I'm not very good at it, I feel that just feels bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And like I've definitely been there. One that I'm thinking about that like in retrospect, it's really unfortunate is there was a boss in Armored Core 6 that really put me off the game.
Yeah.
It's a hard boss. It is what is considered the first wall. There was also, when I was playing it, a glitch in the game, or a bug in the game, where one of the shoulder buttons would get double pressed. And it was the shoulder button where you would like dodge to the right or to the left. I forget which direction it was. But the thing is, it would double press, which was a different action than a single press, and it would keep doing. I kept thinking that I was doing it wrong.
Sure.
I kept thinking, I'm messing up.
Yeah.
How is this so hard?
Yeah.
Then I looked up a strat online and I kind of cheesed it, as in like, it's like weak to electric weapons, and so like electric weapons do like massive amounts of damage. I'm like, all right, I wanted to use my build, but whatever. And then I get to the menu so I can customize my thing, and I can't get to all the menus because I have to press the same button, and it's skipping every second menu.
That would make
And that's
me
when I
stop playing the
realized,
game.
oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah, that would do that to me too.
Yeah,
that's very.
I
reasonable
went
to
back
do.
later, and the bug was fixed. But it was like, it had been long enough where like a game like that, if you put it down in the middle, it's hard to pick it back up because it just gets harder.
Yeah.
Which I was having so much fun with that game, and it's really unfortunate that like a bug was the result of me not finishing it.
Yeah. But
I would
that's
say check
bugs
it out.
sometimes, yeah.
If you like big robots as a genre, and you've always wanted to design your own and like have fast pace, or not even fast pace. I'm a very like fast paced fighter person, so I had like this really agile, like floaty in the air build. You can be a tank. You can just have your like thing be built so it takes a ton of damage and is fine and dishes out damage. So like that was the beauty of the game to me. It was like you find your fighting style and like you fine tune it how you want to play.
Yeah.
And I think that's what frustrated me with the boss, where I was like, I feel like I'm not using my play style. I'm just using what someone else recommended.
Probably because the game was busted.
Yeah.
I've been finding.
Because I spent,
Yeah.
I think I spent, no joke, 4 hours before I gave up.
That's
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that's brutal. I think for me, I find like when a game feels, I want games to feel like they have a point they're making. I think is big for me. I want it to feel like it has something to say. Because like, if I'm thinking about games, there's a lot of really phenomenal games out there, and it's like, why would I play one in particular if it just feels like we're just here to just, do the same thing over and over again without like, and it's not a particularly fun loop, or it doesn't have like any particular meaning imbued in it, or it's not trying to teach you something in terms of like gameplay mechanically. Like I don't need it to teach me a morality tale, but I want it to do something. I want a game to justify the time I'm spending. I want a game to justify to me. And like, I think this game actually does that a lot. I think this game has a lot going for it. And admittedly, I've never played the thing that seems to be the most barefaced copy of Death's Door, according to many people are saying this. I want to go back and actually check out a zone that I didn't check out because
Sounds good.
I think it has a
Yeah. Thinking about what you're saying, I think there's a thing where like, there is a weird aspect, like as you were saying that, I think I realized, for me, practicing the same thing over and over again, what I'm getting out of it is like a practice of dexterity for myself, where I really like precision. I'm the person who loves to perfect parry everything in a video game. when I'm playing, I've put it down, but when I was playing Expedition 33, I refused to dodge. I was like, I'm only gonna perfect parry everything.
Wow.
And like, I died as a result a lot, but I also ended up doing a lot of bosses that were way higher level than me because I'd die enough and then I'd memorize their timing and I would just be patient and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna perfect parry you for 5 minutes and then I'm gonna slowly whittle you down and get the bonus item because I want the bonus item. I could just come back later, but if I just perfect parry, I can get it. And that to me is the fun. Oof. And so like that is why like a thing like Silk Song or Armored Core 6 for me is what I'm getting. It's the same thing as HEMA for me. Where like when I'm practicing sword techniques, I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. And like, let me tell you, the number of times my instructor has had to say straighten your elbow is a lot.
Yeah.
And I never remember. But it's but I find it enjoyable. It's
totally.
fun.
And I
Even when I'm
respect
fucking
that. I
up
think we
repeatedly.
just have different things we find fun in that sense. Like for
100%.
me, doing the same thing over and over again just isn't interesting or fun to me most of the time.
Nice. Good job getting the lever. That's all that mattered.
Ah!
Well, you got the ladder.
I got the. I don't know how that helps me, but
Yeah, I don't know where it connects.
might be go forward.
Actually, I might have an idea
Yeah.
of where it connects, but I think you passed it later, but I don't remember. If it helps at all, I love watching you do a boss over and over.
That does help. I don't love doing it over and over again necessarily. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's fun. I think for me, it's like it's the difference between when I feel like I'm learning, and this is not necessarily reflective of what's true, to be clear. When I feel like I'm learning versus when I feel like I'm just the game and me are just not on the same page about what should happen. How did he hit me? Oh, it was a
Range attack.
I should have grappled.
You also can run now, right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem useful.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a charge up.
There's a charge up. Yeah, exactly.
What's the minimum amount of time you can charge up?
Good question.
That's my first thought.
There's no minimum or maximum. It's the same.
It seems like a second,
Something like that.
like a full second. Yeah.
The grapple is so good in this game. It's like a roll that you can then use for extra damage.
Yeah. I love. It's very much like what is thought of as the or not what is thought of. What is called? I think it's the silk. I think it's just called the hook line in Silk Song, but like they have a very similar like. It's basically a grapple that you pull and then you bounce off the enemy.
This is where
So you. Oh. Um, but the thing that feels really good about Silk Song is how you can like combo things and you just like build patterns.
Yeah.
I feel like this game doesn't quite do that.
I would say somewhat, but it doesn't quite.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Somewhat, I would say it does to a degree.
Yeah. This is kind of why I asked, like, oh, how long does it take to charge up? Because essentially I'm like, is it effective in combat? Could you combo it somehow?
You could use it in combat. I think, can you use it in combat, and is it effective in combat? Two different questions.
Right. Can you use it for combos and building combos?
I have no idea where I am if I'm going backwards or forwards.
It seems like it's a little bit of a circle.
Fuck! Ah! That sucks.
That was so unfortunate.
That was really unfortunate. You have so much money after this.
Yeah. One of the games I've been playing is one of the Tales games. You remember Tales?
I remember Tales of the Tempest, the best game ever made. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm playing Tales of Berseria.
How's that?
It is a fascinating concept.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like you're not a group of heroes. You're a group of villains raising a child.
Wow. All right.
And it's honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with the crew. They all have such a weird. They're all so interesting, and like it's not like Tempest at all.
Yeah.
It's also the second newest one besides Rise, which is the newest one that I think came out in 2020, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it does combat, they changed up some of the stuff on how you do combat, and I think it's really good. It's hard to describe because it's very unique, and I think I like that. There's a lot of tutorials, I will say. I'm still getting tutorials 20 hours in. Not very frequently, but every now and then. I will just get a screen that's like explaining a thing. I think it's like status effects, and it's only gonna explain a status effect once you've gotten the status effect. And it was just never happening at that point.
That's really funny.
But the story is, very sad. It's extreme. And also the protagonist isn't a protagonists don't have to be good. She just does so many things that you're just like, oh my god. And you play as her. And
Yeah.
Yes, it's literally like stop traumatizing this child because you are traumatized.
Uh-huh.
The main character's name is Velvet, and she's a walking example of the cycle of abuse. This is what I joked about to Cam.
Wow.
Meanwhile, a character, Magilu, is a character I'm obsessed with because she's the character who is totally open to be the heel of the joke. She sets up other people to make fun of her.
Wow.
I don't know her real motivation. I don't know why she's sticking around for as long as she is. Interesting. They only attack if you attack.
Those ones just didn't see me, I don't think.
But she's like, she plays dumb and she's not. She's just very like, silly, and like people underestimate her, and then she like saves the main character's ass in like so many social situations without even trying. She is spewing charisma and she has intelligence, but she plays dumb so that people underestimate her.
One of my favorite archetypes.
Yeah. So she's my favorite. Tails games are good.
Nice.
All of them. All of the Tails games are good. Yeah, especially Tales of the Tempest.
I thought he had one less attack. That's on me.
Oof. I think it's 5, right?
6.
Oh.
I think it just
Time
takes
to
me
run.
back to where I was before. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh.
I want to heal.
That's
maybe we
fair.
call it here, actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
Call it
You
the
have a
night.
new ability. You've unlocked some new.
I did 2
there
bosses.
were like places you couldn't. You did 2 bosses.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right.
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for playing. Thanks, people for chatting.
Everyone was playing.
Thanks
We were all
thanks
playing.
everyone for playing. I had a lot of fun watching everyone play. It was really cool. We took a turn passing around the controller, and everyone said, you know, "Oh, I like this move, and I like this move." Yeah, it's really cool. So
God.
it's
We gotta sign off, but also I was just saying to someone, there are games in my childhood that I remember as co-op which fully aren't co-op because we just pass the controller back and forth.
Every game is co-op if you try hard enough.
Exactly.
All right.
Anyways.
Have a good night, everyone. See you probably next week. All right.
Good night.
Good night.